and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen online. It has all the bells and whistles. It's got everything that you can imagine. It's set up perfectly, but there's no traffic. You know why? It's because it's in the middle of the ocean. The universe, the internet, is almost like the same thing. It's in the middle of the ocean of the infinite possibilities. But here's what you did. You selfishly created it for yourself, but you didn't allow any sources of traffic to come in. Okay, so you're building bridges, all right, from other sites. You're building bridges from other directions, okay? And so what you're going to have is you're going to have a bridge, you're going to build a runway, you're going to build some streets, you're going to build a train that comes to this island. I know it's weird, right? But this is the kind of crap you're going to be doing. And the reason is because you want people to be directed back into it. So you have to create different media platforms, different social platforms, different ideas that you can have all linked in from different spots to build your list effectively, because you want to be able to drive traffic. Most people, they don't do any of that. And because they're not even doing that, they're missing out on like 90% of most of the traffic that's out there that's absolutely free. Okay? Alright, so I'm moving on. I get a little excited about that because a lot of people, they just tend to miss that all entirely. When I say social platforms, I'm saying, look, for mine, I have a social platform from Google+, I have a social platform from Facebook, from MySpace, from Twitter, from Reddit, from LinkedIn. These are just a few, okay? These are just a few. What I personally do is I'll make a blog post, all right? I'll put it that's educational, and then I'll outsource it to other social media platforms. So then I start getting traffic into my site because I've decided to post on my blog, which is my website, right? And then I send that link out to other social platforms, and those social platforms run it back to me because people are interested in some of the goodwill and value that I provide. All right? So if your mind's not blowing up now, I hope it's starting to blow up and you're getting a ton of information. Okay? So moving on to number 3. All right? You want your traffic to be scalable. What does that mean? You want scalable traffic. Okay? My marker really sucks. Scalable. Okay? What that means is you want to have an AWeber, or you basically you want to get AWeber, or you want to get response, okay? These are email sequences, okay? And the reason why it's important is because you're going to want to set up a capture page. You're going to want to help other people solve their problems. Remember when I said when you provide goodwill and value and you help others first and then you use money, your business can take off exponentially, okay? So just like you signing in to my email sequence, watching these videos, you are getting the goodwill and value exactly what you asked for, and even then some, okay? Because I spent the money on the education, you don't have to spend the money on the education. But you probably don't realize the worth of it all, just because you're listening to it and you're thinking, man, all I did was give an email. Right? Well, see, that's kind of the true beauty of it. See, I'm only working with people that believe in themselves, they believe in their successes, and they believe what they're able to accomplish in life. And those types of people that see an opportunity in front of them, and when it comes knocking at their door, they take massive action, those are the people that are just naturally gravitated towards me. Right? And I don't have to worry about calling people up. This thing is selling itself. Okay? So you're going to be very impressed with just having that alone, okay? So, like I said, you want scalable traffic. And how you get scalable traffic? What happens if you drive someone to your website and they don't buy? Well, that's probably like 90% of most of your traffic that's out there, right? You maybe even get 4% of your traffic buying. Well, what happens to that other 96%? We'll get to that. And it's going to be on my personal development coaching that I charge $1,000 for. It's a 5-week system. It's going to show you exactly what it takes to set up your business, even go more in depth with the things that we're learning now. Okay? Anyways, we'll get to that in a minute. The next thing you want to do for number 4 is never follow the herd. Okay, I cannot say this enough because so many people are doing what everyone else is doing. All right, if you follow the herd, what happens? You get stuck with the herd. So if the herd starts jumping off of a cliff, you start jumping off of a cliff. If the herd starts going towards some water, you start going to the water, right? Well, what I do is that when the herd goes to the water, I go to the cliff. And when the herd goes to the cliff, I go to the water. You have to differentiate yourself. And when you rise above your competition by providing so much goodwill and value, not only is the herd going to be following you now, you're the trendsetter because you're showing others by example how to lead with value. Okay? So, and the next thing I have to say is never depend on anyone for traffic. Okay, so maybe you're doing pay-per-click, maybe you're doing YouTube, maybe you're even doing solo leads or solo ads, right? Never depend on one thing, because what happens if Facebook decides to shut down your account? You lost all your business right there. All your eggs in one basket gone. I'm sure a lot of you have experienced. What happens when YouTube shuts down your account because you somehow got spammed or you somehow got red flagged, right? These are the problems that you don't want to happen that I help you solve in my seminar for my coaching. That's $1,000. It's really no big deal. It's no big investment. You're going to love the fact of what I'm able to provide. It's a 4-week training seminar that I provide for you that it's really no big deal. Alright, so when I say don't depend on anyone for traffic, I really meant that. Alright, you have to take full responsibility for your own actions. After you figure out how to get the free traffic, then you can work on scaling up. Okay, so how that happens is you're going to take all the money that you get from your business and you're going to scale it by 30%. So all the money that you get from your profits, 30%, you're going to take that and you're going to use it in Facebook PPC. You're going to use that in YouTube PPC, pay-per-view, or whatever they may call it. I always get the lingo mixed up. But you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. You always want to diversify yourself. That's why I make a to-do list every day. That's why I blog daily every single day. I make videos every single day. I read every single day. I teach every single day. And I connect out with others every single day. Because of that factor alone, I've skyrocketed my business because I not only surround myself with positive people, I act positive, and I also now become a lantern of light, of inspiration to other people as well. Because there's not enough leaders on this planet. There really isn't. We all are leaders, but we need to step into that. We need to accept what we're capable of. Alright, so moving on, you don't want to dig your own well. Alright, you do want to dig your own well. That way if someone ever comes across and they start trying to fill dirt in it, right, what's going to happen? Well, you keep digging. You keep digging. You keep going at what you're doing that's working, okay? And these are some of the things that you're going to be able to see on this video itself, okay? And once you get a strategy, you want to have a strategy, and this is a secret method in order to get clients to your website. But not only that, you want them to be able to buy, right? Because that's really the end result. You want them to buy, put money in your pocket. At the end of the game, it's moving their money from their pocket to your pocket, but you're providing more good and will value that they could ever ask for, that they're just willing and ready to start throwing money at you. Right? You might have already signed up for my seminar below because you already trust me as an individual. Now, in order for you to implement the master strategy, which I call a secret strategy, you are going to want to master traffic. Okay? So in order to master traffic, we're going to go over some traffic getting methods that you are going to be very impressed about. So let me just erase this right here. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. The traffic getting methods, all right? Methods. Okay, one of the ones you could be doing is you could be doing solo ads. Alright, I know we talked about that, but until you're experienced, you really don't want to be messing around with this. Or using OPL, which is other people's lists. And I'm going to put other peeps lists. Okay? And the reason why you don't want to be doing this one yet is because every single time you make an investment into someone else's, you don't know if it's going to be not only your targeted traffic, you don't know if the IP address is even going to be different. You might get 1,000 clicks and 4 of them might have the same IP address, which means you're getting scammed. Alright, they're just clicking on your website from different servers to make it show that other people are actually viewing it, when in reality you're not getting no traffic. Those are what you call scams. Okay? Now there is legitimate ones that are out there, alright? But it takes time. It's just like any investment you're going to take in yourself. You have to be willing to make a risk in order to know that if this is your last bit of money in order to get ads, this is something you do not do. This is something an experienced marketer will do, which is solo ads and other people's lists. They'll buy other people's lists and they'll market to them because other people have already bought them, so you know that they're a qualified candidate, but you don't know the person selling the list is legitimate. Okay, so that's why I say stay away from that until you start noticing or until you start experiencing a 5-figure a month income. Then you can start looking at different sources of how to get traffic. Okay, so moving on. You want to do SEO, okay? And I say that so loosely, but this SEO right here, and you're going to do this by doing organic blogging, okay? Alright, so the organic blog, I know my writing's a mess, but you know what I'm saying, okay? You understand the severity of what I'm saying and why it's important, okay? So you're going to go through organic blogging, you're going to go through Facebook pay per click, okay? That's something that you can start off with to get down into like 2, 3, 4 cents a click. I'm going to show you that on the next video, so stay tuned, my friends. I want to make sure that this is helpful for you, okay? So we're just going to put SEO organic org. Alright, that's how you spell organic. That's funny. I put an extra O in there. See guys, you don't have to be a good speller to make money online. I just want to show that to you, okay? Just to be clear, okay? Now, like I said, we're going to have Facebook. I'm just going to do it shorthand for you guys. And we're going to do Facebook pay per click, okay? And another one you could be doing is Facebook video ads, alright? And these Facebook video ads, you're going to be able to get them for like 30 to 40 cents, alright, per lead. That seems to about be the average of what you want to be shooting for per lead. And the reason is because you really want to know your market. You really want to know how much your max spend should really be around. 30 to 40 cents is actually a great number to start off at. If you get any higher than that, do not cancel it. Set your budget, okay? Set your budget on your Facebook to $1 for that day. Let it ride out for a couple more days, and then you can cancel it out. But if you constantly are canceling things, you're going to get red flagged. Facebook is going to look at you. Personally, they're going to have human eyeballs looking at your account, and they're going to be like, okay, what's he doing? All right, we're just going to flag him because Facebook is really good about that, apparently. Alright, so I don't want you guys to experience any problems with Facebook or any marketing strategies you're having, so I want to make sure you go over the bumps that I went over. Alright, so moving on, because there's a lot of information to cover, and I realize that I've probably over-talked it a little bit. So you want to have, you can also go to Traffic Exchange, okay? Traffic Exchange is